What's up, everybody? Your boy, the final boss, is back. Welcome to the channel. It's West Coast POPCast, episode 71. I've been gone for 2 weeks, but I'm finally back with the group. First one up, we got the main man, Zach. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good and I'm sad. I don't know. One of my favorite TV shows is going to go away in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, hate to see it, man. Zach, he is the guy who watches Monday Night Raw for us, but he's also a huge fan of NXT, man. He's been really enjoying that show, and they're looking to change it up. They don't want independent wrestlers. Who would have thought? But if you joined us in the stream last night, or these past few streams, these past few nights, thank you, man. We all appreciate the support. And if you did see that, you would have saw there's a new champion in WCP. The Infinity Champion is back. Eric, how you doing?
I'm doing A-OK. Zach, raise your head. You've got the Infinity Champion in your presence. And you know what? I'll tell you something that will cheer you up. It made me sad, but did you see Brock Lesnar just destroy John Cena after SummerSlam?
Did I see it? I replay it in my head every 5 minutes.
Well, let that cheer you up.
Yes, and if you want to be like the Infinity Champion and you want to represent West Coast Pop, take a look at his shirt, man. You get there on the website right there. Rocking some West Coast Pop merch.
That
true. That is the Infinity Champ.
And we chose the lowest price point, so you guys are not paying too much.
Yes, sir. But yeah, we got a good show for you guys. Got the NXT preview. We're going to talk about a little stuff that happened in the week of wrestling. It was a huge week of wrestling. We're just going to talk about the highlights. But thanks for everyone who's joining us. Pilo, what's up, man? Let's go. 3 days in a row. Eric, how was that hangover from yesterday? Oh, man. Eric, you a little hungover or what?
Man, I woke up literally before we started recording, the headache. But you know what? When you're the champ, you got to show up.
Yes, sir. That Caribbean blood, man, he can drink for days.
True that.
But let's get into it. Good show for you. We're not going to do a weekly recap. We usually do go into the highlights. Zach, what's some of the highlights of this week in wrestling for you this week?
Phillip Brooks. I mean, that was pretty much the biggest thing. Yeah, had SummerSlam last night, too, with some highlights. But, yeah, CM Punk coming back. That was a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, CM Punk broke the internet, broke pro wrestling tees. I loved what I saw there. If you guys are into the indie wrestling, I liked what I saw from GCW versus FSW. They had a nice promotion there. Maki Ito, for some of the simps out there, she's out here in a death match, fighting a death match, having explosions better than Omega and AEW. But shout out to Maki Ito. Hopefully you see her in AEW. Thunder Rosa just won the Warriors Women's Championship. Shout out to her. She's looking to defend it. She's asking who's left. Who could you defend it against? Mercedes Martinez called it out, so maybe we'll get that match.
That's
who
awesome.
knows? That would be amazing. That's what I saw in wrestling. Anyone in the chat, let us know what you saw in wrestling this week or some of the highlights. We'll get to obviously the big SummerSlam, of course, the next Takeover today. But Eric, man, what'd you see?
Honestly, man, I think you pretty much did everything on the head. But I have to ask, did you catch Glory by Honor, or is that what it's called?
Glory by Honor.
Yeah.
I caught the highlights. I need to go back and watch the full show though.
Yeah, it's just been Punk, SummerSlam, and these damn 3-day streams in a row.
Yeah, 3 days in a row. But how did you feel about Punk? Was that the biggest thing that happened this weekend for you?
Oh, that was absolutely the biggest. That's the biggest thing that happened maybe this year. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Can't wait for that.
I cannot wait either, man. That's gonna be a hell of a show. It's gonna. Where's it coming from this week? Is it
Milwaukee?
Oh yes,
Hey.
Zach's alma mater. So it should be a good, nice show, man. Nice show. So yeah, let us know in the comments below what you thought about the week in wrestling. Of course, this giant weekend we're all still experiencing. NXT Takeover is tonight. We'll be getting to that preview. But before we get to there, should we hit the predictions? Should we go to Zach real quick? What do you guys think? How are you feeling?
Let's go, since we're doing the week in review kind of stuff. Let's just end it right here with the women's tournament.
Okay. Perfect.
We do have 2 matches that took place on regular ROH. So Roxy, in my eyes, kind of an upset, beat Quinn McKay. So Roxy moves on. Miranda Alizé beat Nicole Savoy. So Alizé moves on, and I do believe we each have 2 people left. So you can jump on board with whoever you want to be on board with here in the chats. Let us know whose team you're on. And the winner will be able to do a nice thing during promo school to shade the hell out of the losers.
Yeah. So let us know whose team you're on for this Women's of Honors Championship tournament, and you can vote at who's gonna get embarrassed on live television for our viewers. Hopefully, it was not me. I'm rocking with Allison K, AK-47, so hopefully she does me right. Real quick in the chat, Pilo, they really did Cena bogus. They did him dirty, but it wasn't on TV. No one saw. Zemo in the chat, what's up, my guy? TNA Brotherhood. I haven't watched Glory by Honor yet, but I plan to soon. It blows SummerSlam out of the water. Zemo is not a fan of WWE, man, and honestly, after they did Bianca Belair dirty in a few seconds last night, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys in the chat. Eric, man, how do you feel about your odds right now with this Ring of Honor tournament?
You know what? I'm putting all my hopes on Roxy. I haven't been watching. I need to. I'm going to go back and watch this whole tournament over because, again, I don't know women's wrestling enough. I've been sleeping on it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
it's good stuff.
Do you see, Zach, from watching it, anybody that might be a favorite that might be standing out here? I know I'm still rocking with Angelina Love, but I think she's going to get upset.
Angelina Love or Roxy, I think. Otherwise, it can be anyone. I don't know if your girl Trisha Dora is going to advance. She seems almost the greenest out of the group.
Yeah,
but I think that's why. But she's doing great. So
yeah, she's going to be the next level star in a few years. She's just so green right now, but she's making a name for herself. She has Allison Kay, and that's tough, man. Allison Kay is a big dog, Impact champion, NWA champion before. So we'll see.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. But yeah, moving on from that, man. Zach, what else you got for us?
So we are saying goodbye to NXT. Nick Khan said in an interview that I don't know when it took place over the weekend, but everything's going to change within 2 to 3 weeks. The logo, the appearance of the show, the format of the show, every single damn thing is getting changed. Basically, like you said, they don't want independent wrestlers anymore. They want jocks, male and female jocks. They want to mold them. They want in-house talent that's made. They want beef. They want it all. So let's run down the roster and see where you think these NXT people are going, because honestly, they might not even be on TV anymore. They might get called up to the main roster, or they might get fired. So let's run it down here where you think these people are going. Roddy Strong.
So Roderick Strong has a group right now, and they already released someone from his group in the middle of a storyline, and released the guy he was facing in the middle of the storyline. I'm afraid for him, man. Unless Malcolm Bivens can save him on the mic, Roderick Strong, he might be back in Ring of Honor, man. I can see him there.
Yeah, Eric?
I don't think anyone could save him. I think it's going to happen. It sucks, but he's not what Vince wants.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 to 3 weeks left for some of these people. Danny Burch is next. Where do you think Danny Burch is going?
He's in that same position where Bobby Fish was, where injury came at the wrong time. It's not his fault. He's a great worker. He put on great matches when he's called upon, but maybe back on the British independent scene.
Okay.
It's gonna suck. So I have Danny Burch and Only Lorcan in the same picture because apparently
that's cool. He's next.
Finding them together is impossible. I mean, separately. But it's gonna. I hope they stay together on the Indies. At least if they go back to the UK together, they can take over the tag scene. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
They're a good group, man. Those matches with Undisputed Era was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Let's go to the next one is Johnny Gargano, and if you want to put Ciampa with him too, but Johnny Gargano, both of them they tried on the main roster before. You guys have any thoughts on what's going to happen with these two within the next 2 to 3 weeks?
Ciampa has a better shot of making it on the main roster than Gargano. I really, truly believe if he goes to the main roster, they're going to make Gargano go after the 24/7 title, doing that type of nonsense. He can carry himself on the mic. They both can, so that could be their saving grace. And if the crowd gets behind him, I just don't trust WWE right now with him. So maybe AEW.
Okay.
Hey, all his friends are there.
Yeah, that's. I think Gargano gets released too, which sucks. Because I don't want him on the main roster. They're not going to use him, right? So go to AEW. Ciampa, I think he's gonna try and get a job as a agent, a producer, something. He wants to stay in WWE, but he doesn't want to go to the main roster. So if that doesn't work out, he gets released, and he gets to, I don't know, be a producer in AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah, or he could be on the new NXT show as a trainer. So I mean, that'd be kind of a nice, tie into the old NXT.
Yeah.
And I did not put Candice LeRae on this list because I think they are going to keep her until that baby is born.
True.
Yeah. Before we move on real quick, Zach, we got Zemo talking about Ring of Honor. Max the Impaler is my new pick to win. I love good monster wrestlers. I'd rather see her win than love. That's a good pick. Supersonic X in the chat. Good evening, guys. He picks Birch and Lorcan to go to the Indies and Ciampa and Johnny to go to AEW.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, again, this is probably the last iteration of a takeover we're ever going to see. Some of these people may not have jobs in WWE anymore after tonight or the next couple of weeks, according to what Nick Khan has said. So, yeah, we're just running them down, seeing where they're going to wind up. Adam Cole, baby, he is next. He said that his Twitch is not going anywhere. Do not worry about it. That either means he worked a deal out with Vince or he is all elite. What do you guys think?
Most likely he's staying. Adam Cole he's the golden boy, I think, in Triple H's eyes, and maybe eventually he'll be able to cross over with Vince. There's a small chance he jumps ship, and that'll be amazing. They'll send shockwaves, but most likely I think he's staying. That $1 million, man, I don't think he's turning that up.
Damn. See, I feel the exact opposite. I think it's most likely he's leaving. And little chance he stays. I don't know, because the Twitch thing, I don't see him giving that money to WWE. And especially with all this takeover changes, like he's got to be like, this ship is sinking. I got to get out of here. But
yeah,
I don't know. If he stays, get that money.
It's true. I will say though, he looks like he's doing everything in his power not to go to the main roster. Like a few months ago, he literally said there's so much he can do in NXT. He's won every single title. What are you talking about? So much he can do. He does not want to go to the main roster.
Right.
So
nope. Supersonic says Adam Cole is staying, baby. Boom.
Oh man,
I disagree.
fix his theme song.
Yeah, fix that theme song. That's another reason why I get out. I think he's leaving. I think he's going to cost Kenny at All Out. I think he's showing up. I think he wants to tour with his wife. Both of them on different touring schedules. It's hard to be home for a weekend together.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Let's go Boa next. Do you think Vince will see anything in Boa?
No.
Boa?
He's the guy with Tien Shaw, Xia Li's partner.
Oh, okay.
Guy.
Okay, yeah, I get you. No, he's done. Sorry.
Oh man, a guy who's been brought back already, Drake Maverick.
Man, how you gonna fire this guy twice within the span of a year and a half or so?
Oh, Nick Khan will show you.
They haven't used him. They got rid of his partner, Killian Dane, and since he's been back, they haven't really gave him any proper storylines. I think he's done, man.
Yeah, he's out. It sucks.
Yep.
They just didn't use him right.
Yeah.
No, I think he's going back to Impact.
Yeah.
Back to Impact. Maybe do something Ring of Honor with EC3. I want to see him revisit that feud. TNA, Zemo, let him know.
Timothy Thatcher.
He's safe. I think he can go back with Walter, fill in that for that 4th spot for Imperium. I think he'll be okay.
Okay.
Okay, so if NXT is just filled with young people, absolutely no veterans, I think he's out. But I think he'd be a good gatekeeper. Like, they should have 1 or 2 vets who you have to prove yourself against.
Who was it? Chris Hero was doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which she was damn good at. But
yeah.
If they do that, I think he's safe. I would love to see him in Imperium, though. That's dream booking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could fight his way in, get jumped in, go through the people, that'd be kind of cool.
Jumped in. Keep in mind too, the show that is constantly losing money, not because it's bad. NXT UK is still around. If they are going to revamp NXT like this, that show is not safe either, and neither are the people over there.
Yeah.
So that's a whole other list of people.
Which, side note, real quick, who's the guy that was on AEW, trained with Seth Rollins, and now he's on WWE?
Ben Carter.
NXT. Ben Carter. No one's watching what he's doing, man. He was a hot product before. Now I feel like he's cooled down so much. And it's not his fault.
No. Nope. Let me set this one chat here because it's up above one that I already did. Zemo, I love to see Strong back in ROH. Martin Stone, Birch would be great in ROH or back in Progress. I love to see Dunne back in Progress Wrestling. Ciampa said he'd retire if he left NXT. Don't blame him.
Yeah.
That's a statement.
That'd be a shame, man, if he had to retire.
It was mainly because his he did the touring was just too much for his injuries.
Yeah, I can see that. All right, Xia Li.
I think she's safe because they still want to, tap into that market, that Chinese market. So I think she'll be okay. But she's going to need to, like, really refine her skills and get it down. Can't be knocking people out in the ring.
No. Eric?
She is the safest person on this list for the exact reason Knock just said. And she can keep knocking people out. That's how safe she is. Vince does not care.
Should we book it? Xia Li versus Nia Jax at the Extreme Rules.
I'd take it.
Do it.
last one standing.
Oh, man.
You know, it'd be funny. The smoke clears. They're both standing, but all the fans are injured.
That'd be
all
a
right.
shot.
Casey Cantazzaro.
They like her. She's actually legit what they're going for as far as bringing in athletes. She's a former American Ninja Warrior. She trained on there. Former gymnast. So she's exactly what she's looking for. Just the height is the only thing. But she has a look. She can, cross over a bit. So she'll be fine.
So she's safe, but I could totally see Nick Khan and Vince forcing her to watch as they release everyone else and saying, if you don't get your shit together, this is you next.
Oh, man.
Just like holding her head, holding her eyes open.
Yes.
Oh, man. That's brutal. Let's go. Oh, God, I hope nothing happens to her. Ember Moon.
There's so much wrong with what they've done with Ember Moon, and I know she's in a little bit of controversy before. I think she might be gone, man. I don't think they'll use her right. And then, like I said, I don't want to make it a race thing, but what they did with Bianca last night was crazy. I think Ember, and she already been on the main roster, so I think she might be gone. Maybe Impact, maybe do an NWA run.
Yeah, she's going to make outside the wrestling world better. They're not going to use her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It just sucks. She came back better. She came back with an awesome attitude. She's having fun. I don't know. It's a shame.
Yeah.
All right, I got two more here. Pete Dunne.
He's as safe as can be. This guy is amazing in the ring. The only way he leaves is if it's his choice, in my opinion. But he's as safe as can be.
Up.
Exactly. If he wants to leave, he'll leave, but they're not going to let him go.
So, I mean, I guess ultimately it's his choice. I mean, he gets the first pick. If he wants to stay, then he gets the first decision. But do you see him going to the main roster and being used?
I do, man. Like, the main roster is desperately missing that like UK star. Like, when's the last time they had one like that?
I guess Pac.
But they didn't even use him right. I think Pete Dunne can do something there.
It's just because
Vince. You go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's just because he's been on the main roster. They didn't use him right. They just threw him Enzo a couple weeks and that was it.
Yeah,
that's right. He was doing that.
Yeah.
Vince does not like accents. He doesn't get accents.
I don't understand, man. I like the diversity.
Yeah.
Right.
Last one, unless you guys have some after this. Caden Carter. I would feel bad if she got fired too, because her and Casey have been working very well together. They kind of teased a heel turn, and she has improved greatly since she's been on.
I look at them the same way you can look at Ruby Soho and Liv Morgan. Casey's the person. They'll keep Ruby, or they'll keep Kaden as long as she helps Casey and it grows. Once they feel like Casey can go on her own, or they don't feel the value of that, they'll let her go. But as long as she's with Casey, she'll be fine.
Yeah, completely agree.
Okay.
It's a shame too. Like, I feel like she's missing out on her development. Like, she's good, but she still needs to develop more. But I feel like they're stunting that development for her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A shame. Again, after tonight, everything is just up in the air with these people. I just wish them all the best of the luck. I hope they get going where they deserve to go as people and just are in a healthy spot after this, because NXT was a healthy spot for them. And yeah, that is almost the entire roster of NXT right there.
Yeah.
It really is.
And have they gotten a takeover spot yet, Casey and Kaden? To be on the roster this long, man, usually they cycle people in with takeover. That's what made takeover so cool. Like, every show, no matter who you cycle in, it was still an amazing show. And I don't think they've even got a spot yet. So what are you preparing them for? I don't know.
Right.
Let me hit the chat real quick before we move on.
Yeah.
The last one we had was Zemo. He says, if Adam has any common sense, he will let his contract run out and leave. We waste everyone, WWE.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of funny. Nice play
one.
on words there. He should be in a real wrestling company. Yeah, it's entertainment. It's pro wrestling entertainment. It's not actual wrestling WWE. They don't hide that anymore.
Right.
Supersonic X, Drake Maverick back to Impact Wrestling. He also goes to say he can see Thatcher as a trainer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely hire him backstage. He knows what he's doing. He's very technical. That's the type of guy you want as a trainer. Zemo goes on to say, Tim is another great wrestler who will be wasted in WWE in the future. He had a great fit in Ring of Honor New Japan Strong. Tim would be great in New Japan Strong, man. That's a good style for him. A lot of guys like Alex Coughlin over there, the Tom Lawler over there, he would fit that beautifully.
Oh, yeah. I did.
Also, Zemo, if you do watch Progress, let us know some Progress matches to watch. I want to start watching that promotion more. I know I've seen a few of their stuff, but I want to see more from them. Supersonic X, Xia Li will be on the main roster. Casey's safe, he guesses. Ember Moon to Ring of Honor, and Pete Dunne is safe. Kaden Carter is safe as well. The last two, Ember is criminally underappreciated from Zemo. She is solid in the ring and has a great aggressive personality. If she is fired, she'd fit in NWA or Impact. But her in Ring of Honor would be cool. I can see her being a Ring of Honor champion, really helping move the needle over there.
Oh, totally.
Oh, yeah. She would take over.
Yeah, she would.
Shout out to you guys in the comments.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Last thing, I just want to ask: do you see all of a sudden when NXT changes, they don't? It's not an invasion angle, but it's kind of like the invasion angle. All of a sudden, all these NXT people start popping up on the main roster and making a little bit of noise, and that's their kind of debuts rather than just bigger debuts.
I wouldn't mind that, but
or do you think they're just going to get fucking fired?
They're just going to get let go, and if you're changing NXT at this point, they still haven't figured out the call-up system yet. That's still a mess, you know?
Right.
I don't trust it. Like, look what they showed Retribution. They came in, they were destroying everything. And when you let that go and you stop doing that, why are you still employed? Like, why are we hiring you? Like, what is the character here? If you're supposed to destroy everything, then you're just sticking around once it ends. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, they're just going to get dropped. I mean, they don't know their characters. Retribution was proof of that. That they don't even look at their characters. They're just bodies that they can do whatever they want with and fail.
Yep. All right. Well, that's it.
Oh, man. Yeah. Thanks, Zach, for that segment. Thanks for everyone joining in. Let's go over to the NXT preview, though. Speaking of NXT, let's get to the positive. The Last Dance. That is what this episode's label for the podcast. Eric, I want to get into that, and we'll get into some predictions.
Yes, sir. So, because I am the fighting champion I decided we're going to put the predictions championship on the line. We're not going to stream Takeover tonight. We need a break.
Yeah.
But we are going to give our predictions right here, right now. So, let's start it off. First match, probably opening match. LA Knight versus Cameron Grimes for the $1 Million Championship. If Cameron Grimes loses, Ted DiBiase is going to be the servant to LA Knight.
Ooh.
Zach, who have you got?
This is the last dance for NXT. You got to think big. Triple H, if he has his hands still into the storylines, he has to make them so good that they're memorable, that this last dance is what you remember NXT for, not, what it's going to get turned into. So it's going to be a really good match. Cameron Grimes is going to be on the cusp of winning, having everything he needed, from going from the gritty Dukes of Hazzard villain to the rich man up here, even helping Ted DiBiase and getting that belt, until Virgil runs in, grabs the $1 Million belt, runs out, and that's how the match ends.
Oh, man. That's some craziness. This is a very...
Genius.
What you guys say, Eric?
I was going to say, what's his name now? Soul Train Brown? Or something? I forgot what he's calling himself now.
Yeah, something like that.
It makes an appearance.
This storyline is very underrated. I've enjoyed every bit of it, man. LA Knight has been on fire. Another former TNA, two former TNA guys right here. X-Division champ and world champion LA Knight. So they know what they're doing, man. LA Knight has been killing on promos since TNA. Cameron Grimes is coming to his own. I'm going Cameron Grimes here for the win. You have to. What is the point of doing a storyline if he doesn't get this big win here? So right. Cameron Grimes. But shouts out to these two TNA guys. Everybody look at TNA.
We almost made through the episode of TNA, but
I know it's close.
I agree with Cameron Grimes. He kind of feels like if this wasn't the last dance, they might have stretched this out a little bit more. But you got to hit the end of the story now while Triple H can. So I'm going to say Cameron Grimes wins. Ted DiBiase reveals he's his father. They have a nice hug, and everything is hunky dory.
Oh man.
Yours is almost as good as mine.
I'm counting as a prediction, so if you get that wrong,
Next up, Raquel Gonzalez versus Dakota Kai for the NXT Women's Championship. Knock, who you got?
I'm going with Dakota, captain of Team Kick Kai. I mean, let's go, man. Cobra Kai is on the win. She's going to get the belt. Raquel's had a good dominant run, but this is Dakota's time. Go out. Maybe she gets another big gun to take Raquel out, and she wins that way. It's going to be some cheap tricks. I don't know what's going to happen, but Dakota Kai is walking out with the belt.
How about you, Knock? I mean, Zach, sorry.
Oh, man. Knock is everywhere.
Dakota Kai is not even going to walk out. The champ Raquel Gonzalez is going to come out. Greg Hamilton will then say she will not be able to have the match. And out of nowhere, Becky Lynch comes in. The bell rings. And Becky Lynch rock bottoms Raquel Gonzalez. Pins her 1, 2, 3. The Capitol Civic Basement goes crazy for Becky Lynch's return to NXT and is the new NXT Women's Champion.
It could happen. It's a Twilight episode because usually I would go for Dakota Kai, not go for Raquel, but I'm going for Raquel.
Okay.
Even though I want Dakota to win, I'm a fan of her. I've always had a theory that Triple H does not believe in smaller wrestlers, and Dakota is smaller. I don't think he's going to give it to her.
That's a good point. I mean, they want the big guys. They don't want these small indie wrestlers no more. So Raquel could win this match.
It is the series finale. This isn't a season finale like WrestleMania. This is a series finale. Keep in mind, we'll just have tiddlywink episodes for the next 2 to 3 weeks, and that is it. But this is storyline-wise series finale.
I might switch my pick, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's hard to go against the Amazon, Raquel Gonzalez. What she call herself again?
Big Mama
Mara
Cool?
is Big Mama Cool. It's hard to go against her, man. Look, you see that back? Her flexing her back in those episodes.
Yeah. I mean,
for the sake of trying to win the belt, I got to go Dakota. I got to get a win over Eric.
I'm gonna be real pissed if Dakota wins this one because I've been rooting for her for damn years, and this is the one she finally wins. Oh man. Next up, Walter versus ILJA Dragunov for the NXT UK Championship. Round 2. Zach, who you got?
There is not going to be a winner. These two are just going to beat the crap out of each other so much. It's going to carry out into the backstage area. It's going to carry out outside of the Capitol Civic living room. It is just going to, these men are just going to get hauled into ambulances because they're so beat up, and it's going to continue there. This match will continue for the rest of time. That's what's going to happen. They're just going to keep fighting and beating the crap out of each other and bleeding all over the place.
They're truly going to fight forever.
They are going to.
Man.
Finally, this channel makes sense.
Yeah. Zebo, if there's one match you got to watch WWE, watch their first match. NXT UK, ILJA Dragunov versus Walter. Oh, my goodness, man. Before I continue, I'm going to go ahead and hit the chat real quick. Get some of these going.
Ponders his choice.
Exactly, man. I gotta think, man. It's a tough one. Zemo hit us with a few Progress recommendations. He says from Progress, Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate, Walter versus Zack Sabre Jr., Walter versus Tim Thatcher for the British Strong Style versus Ring Kampf, and Walter versus Riddle for the Atlas title. I think I did see the Walter versus Riddle match. That's a really good one. So thanks for those recommendations, Zemo. I would for sure check them out. Supersonic X says Dakota Kai as champion. That ship has sailed for the captain, but he's going with Big Mommy Cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's hard to go against that. Zemo for the last one. This is why I hate WWE. Well, one of the reasons. They push people based off appearance instead of skill. They learn nothing from Punk and Danielson. No, they have not.
Yeah, they have not.
Oh, man. But as far as ILJA Dragunov versus Walter, I hate to go against Walter, but I'm going with ILJA. It is this time, the young gun, to win the belt, to finally conquer the Ring General. I'm going ILJA, and Supersonic, I think he does not agree. He says this is going to be a bloodbath. Whoever wins, it's ILJA Dragunov. Walter might survive. Okay.
As much as I hate to bet against the greatest modern day champion, Ilya Dragunov is gonna win. He has to. Otherwise, who beats Walter? Maybe Rampage Brown. I don't know, but
not happening.
Ilya, he wins it, and he's the final NXT UK champion because it's gonna shut down before he loses the title.
Ooh.
Next up, KARRION KROSS versus Samoa Joe for the NXT Championship. This time,
it's main event time.
Personal. Oh no, we got one more after it.
Okay.
I think we all agree. Samoa Joe.
I'm not betting against my TNA World Champion Samoa Joe, the Samoan Submission Machine, facing another TNA guy, KARRION KROSS, formerly known as Killer Kross. Where's Scarlett been at? But I'm going for Samoa Joe in that Coquina Clutch. He's going to send KARRION back into the main roster and become the first ever 3-time NXT champion.
Zach, what you got?
You know, if you guys would watch Monday nights, you know what's going to happen. Vince is going to be backstage scoping everything out, right? He's going to see Samoa Joe and be like, didn't we fire you? What is going on here? Kross will be in the ring, wondering what's going on. Jeff Hardy is going to come out, pin KARRION KROSS 1, 2, 3, and about, you can quote me on this for the championship for the point because it's going to be accurate. I'll say about 7 seconds.
7 on the dot. No, nothing.
Yep. 7 on the dot. It's
okay.
Twist of fate. 1, 2, 3.
That's good timing. Professionals.
All right. And lastly, Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. 2 out of 3 falls match. First stage, normal match. Second stage, street fight. Third stage, cage match.
Fourth stage, all elite.
Oh man, that's Zach for you guys. The answer is cool Kyle O'Reilly. This happened when Adam Cole did 2 out of 3 falls against Johnny Gargano. They just did it so Johnny could get a win, look strong. You know, they're rushing his title reign. Cole's gonna get a nice win here, but he's gonna lose the entire match for sure. 2-1, and he's gonna head to All Elite maybe, or resign and go to the main roster. But he's done with NXT. This is it for him. Adam Cole, baby. Thanks for everything you did for NXT.
What do you got, Zach?
You see, when they built the Capital Civic YMCA, they made the front door not like other doors. It is how you say a forbidden door. So during this match, Kenny Omega is going to walk through that forbidden door, cost Adam Cole the match, and start their feud for All Out. And that is what's going to happen.
No Christian Cage.
No, he's retiring belts that don't matter.
It matters. The lineage matters. Oh, man.
Oh, boy. So, I do think Kyle's going to win. But,
okay,
to be safe, because if Raquel loses, Knock would be in the lead, and we don't have any other different opinions.
No, we don't.
I'm going to pick Adam. At least then I have a safety net. I have a chance to tie.
Okay.
Wait. Hang on.
If that's what you're going for, is it locked in?
Damn it. You know what? Kyle. Fuck it. Kyle.
He's going with Kyle.
Raquel better win this damn match. That's all I got to say.
Oh, man. Last time you bet on someone, you lost. It was Tamina.
That's fucking right.
If you guys want to throw another one in there, there is a kickoff match.
Really?
Is it a tag team title, or is it
No.
Where's Isaiah Swerve Scott at?
But where are a lot of people at on this one? MSK, Legato.
I would have loved that they brought Mako Sakamura over, like they brought Walter to have a match.
Well, the show's over. Series finale.
Yeah.
The kickoff match is Ridge Holland versus Trey Baxter.
Ooh, I don't really care about that. I mean, that's Ridge Holland. Let's be real. Let's be honest. We don't got to count that one.
Yeah. Raquel better win this damn match, but that's all the matches.
All right.
That's the prediction.
All right. That's the prediction, man. Let us know who you think is going to win these matches, and let us know if you think Eric will retain his prediction title, or if not, the final boss will get the title back after one day. Let us know in the comment section below.
Or
or if Zach will finally get a hold of the belt again.
That's right. There's only one way to find out that Zach won. You got to hop on the cock and watch NXT Takeover. Peacock is the only place to find NXT.
Man, we got kids watching, okay? I think we got some kids in the audience.
the fuck out of here.
Oh man.
Gonna have an alarm and a graphic pop up every time you say it.
Bobby Lashley over here, not caring about them kids.
Oh,
Before we move on, we're kind of moving here. We're gonna get you out for NXT Takeover. You're gonna be watching that.
Yes.
You know, it's a pretty quick show this week, but we're gonna hit the comments one more time. Thanks to everyone who's watching. 7 people watching. That like button, greatly appreciate it. Who are we left off here? Zemo in the chat. He has seen Walter versus Dragunov in progress, and that match was awesome. Most of their non-WWE bouts are better than their NXT work, in my opinion. I'll check that out, man, because if you're saying this is better than what they did at NXT UK, this must be off the charts 5 stars. So there could be another watch-along we do, so we'll see. Thanks, Zemo, for that. Yeah. Supersonic X. Joe is gonna kill KARRION KROSS. Yes, he is. Rip him from limb to limb. Let him know that back in the day, TNA was it, not Impact Wrestling. That's what it's all about, TNA versus Impact Wrestling.
Can we focus more on the present and just focus on a man as aged like Joe can still go better than most of the youth today?
Yes, sir, man. True. Samoa Joe. I'm so glad to see him still going, man. I'm very happy to see him here in this big spot. Yes. Last one we got here is Zemo once again. Kyle will beat Adam and end their feud, and hopefully afterwards, both Adam and Kyle leave WWE. Say we're gone out the door. I know I sound like a broken record, but he does not see Vince treating these men well. And honestly, Zemo, you don't sound like a broken record to me. You sound like someone who cares about these wrestlers and wants to see them done right. And if you don't believe that's going to happen in WWE, then they should go elsewhere. I feel you, Zemo, man. You're really showing your passion here for wrestling.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about any of that stuff?
I agree. I didn't think about Kyle leaving, but yeah, maybe he should meet up with Bobby again.
Yeah.
AEW.
ROH, man. I want ROH to get built up more. I want people who have been in WWE to go to ROH, because and EC3 going over there was it's him working characters and just kind of like being more independent and stuff like that. But have some of these people that have been in NXT working with Triple H go there and make ROH better. I love ROH to death, I really do. But man, it just needs more production. It just needs a little bit more. It needs to feel important. It doesn't. I don't want to use the bingo hall thing, but I mean it kind of a little bit.
Right.
I agree. If Ring of Honor is at their best, it's good for wrestling. I mean, that's where the Elite really got big when they were doing those big numbers. Everyone was investing. It was good for wrestling. So I would love to see Ring of Honor become like that, maybe top 4 promotion in America or something like that, and really shine and get some good crowds.
True.
So it just takes one big guy to jump that ship and be that person who lead the charge.
Yep, and if like Ember Moon, like you guys said, went over there, that'd be a huge thing because they are just starting out the women's division, and man, could she help out.
Oh yeah,
good. Oh my goodness, imagine that, man. There's a few people there that she can really help out, man. So Ember Moon, Ring of Honor World Women's titles calling you.
Yeah.
That was our NXT predictions. We'll find out after NXT who wins. We'll be back next week. Let us know. I'll be bragging about my title win.
I'll be cursing Raquel, but one time I believe in her.
Oh man,
Eric ASH.
I'm gonna tap him out. What else we got for segments today, man? What are we going here? We're going straight to promo school.
I believe so.
We can. What did I have for promo school today?
Oh, man.
So okay, NXT. So promo school today. We want to cover what NXT kind of started out being. I guess is kind of going back to more of a learning ground. One of the things that we watch people do is work mic skills. Obviously, Shayna Baszler is my go-to for like what NXT kind of was. Like she's so I'll just say green, and then just got really good at the end of her NXT run. So let's just go. You guys, as wrestlers here, you know the score. You got to deliver on the mic. What are things you would tell people starting out in the new NXT to do or to not to do in your promos?
Ooh.
And I'll just start off by saying this. It should never sound like you're reading a script. You should never accept a script. You should tell if you have a writer or something like that, or someone writing for you in other organizations. Most people have someone basically kind of, blueprinting what's going to be storyline-wise for your promo. Bullet points. You just accept bullet points.
Right.
Oh, man.
Because if you watch people who have scripts, they try to remember the scripts. Like when I started doing stand-up, I tried to remember every single word I wrote down for the joke, and man, I just fucking bombed.
Yeah. Well, two things. Know who you are. if you're gonna play a character, look at a guy like Cameron Grimes. He's that character all the time, and you can't break from that. Play that character. If you want to be someone, like, try to be yourself, who can we look at who's like kind of like themselves and they give like natural promos? I'm trying to think of somebody who's on there.
MJF. I think he's a nice guy in real life, but I mean, he doesn't stray. I think he is partially MJF, and he lives and breathes that gimmick online.
He does.
Yeah. So I think that's one way to, if you kind of focus on that, no matter what script you get, I think that might help you come off natural in a sense. Because you see those promos and then you see them just saying it's like the same thing. It's boring. It's not engaging. And then like you said, a few promo schools, maybe a while now, everyone just goes to bitch. Just stay away from the trope. Stay away from the things that people say all the time. Try to just come up with something unique. I mean, if you have a catchphrase or something, just do that, but don't keep saying the same stuff people always say.
That's good. I mean, this isn't like a golden rule because Elias, I think, breaks this rule a lot. But personally, I like to focus on one. I focus on whoever I'm giving the promo to. Everyone else, no one else exists in the world but me and that one person. That way you don't get lost trying to think about reactions. If your shit's good, it'll get the reaction it gets. But if you want it to be believable, if you want me to believe you actually care about insulting this person, then just focus in on them and block everyone else out.
Yeah, definitely have a goal in what you try to do with your promos, and I think you got to be adaptable. So like when me and Eric go out to the crowd, man, like I might go out as the heel or he might go out as the face, but the crowd might turn on me for whatever reason, and you just gotta be willing to like go with some of the changes. I'm not saying that will happen all the time. Sometimes you might get the reactions you want, but if someone else is like building like their heel heat or they're building their being likable as a face. Go with the crowd, man. That's what you're here for. If that's what you're here for, go with it.
Yeah,
that's smart. Like, and stand up and just say, "Read the room."
Right.
You're not gonna do a blue set in front of kids. So
yeah.
Look at little Timmy, you bitch.
Zach just took what I tried to say and put it in one sentence. Yeah, read the room.
Okay,
perfect.
Yeah. What's one other thing? Fuck, what was it? You. I guess it's just more of a Max Caster thing, but like, know the time period you're in. Like, of course, if Max Caster said that shit he said before, like Attitude Era, I'm sure people would be wetting themselves. But times have changed. Like, know that wrestling has changed. Don't work cheap. Don't work too blue. Like, don't go for that cheap pop, especially when it's that cheap.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't good. I like to go back to, and we should do it again sometime, the promo school where we said nonsense, like, to insult each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, you can just make it work. You don't have to do that cheap heat like Caster did. Because if you believe it, people are going to, start making signs, Yeah, so-and-so does eat fish sticks. Or, Goldberg does eat corn on the cob the long way.
That was a good one, Alex. I remember that.
Yeah.
Even CM Punk, like with his promo this past week, where he broke it down, after 7 years of being gone, the first thing he wanted to do was put somebody over. He said Britt Baker, and then he got into it. He didn't know exactly what he was going to say, but he knew. He felt he read the room. He felt it. He said what he had to say. Then he started name dropping Darby Allin, getting him into it. So if you're at that height, if you get to that height of wrestling, make sure you're trying to build up your roster. You're trying to build people up. He's about to face Darby Allin. Now he's built up. Oh, that's a good match, instead of burying him in a certain way. And if you're trying to come up, who's a good example of someone trying to come up? I'll go to Cameron Grimes again. He was trying to come up with NXT, and he was just different. He knew how to get he stood out so much that I was immediately invested, and it worked out for him.
Oh yeah. Best personalities and one just turned up to 11.
Yep. I'm going to add in. I would like a lot of people in wrestling to do some kind of improv classes, but the famous line for improv is you want to yes and your partner or whoever you're on stage with. So that's like saying, for an extreme, if someone says in a promo, "I'm going to beat you Sunday night," and, especially if it's like Walter Dragunov, yeah, you may beat me, but I'm going to beat the hell out of you, and you're not going to go on to get a title shot or something. You kind of play off that instead of just being like, no, I'm gonna beat you. Like you play off it, and you got to know when to just kind of like go off script and make it a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough. Like, I'm not saying like this is the easiest thing to do, especially tough in WWE where like they want you to be so strict on certain things. Like even a guy who Kevin Owens, he's amazing on the mic. He's so good.
Yep.
But even in like the WWE environment, you seen with Elias, that promo, that big promo that they got the extreme boos and all that crazy stuff. He was still trying to stick to the script, and it kind of took away from it a little bit. It didn't ruin it, but it took away from it a little bit. So
he did try to get back on the script. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of just being in that moment. And it's tough, but these are some good tips that Zach is giving them.
Yeah.
I'll skip one last one before you guys give anything else that you have to say. Don't go out there. This is the exact same thing as going out there with a script. I'll take the heat on this one. Eddie Kingston doesn't work for me mainly because he has nothing to say. Because when he goes out there, he has something he wants to say. He always wants to like show his resume off, even though like if you've worked at that many jobs, and I'd say you kept getting fired from that many jobs, he keeps going out there with something that he wants to say, and it just doesn't feel like he's in the moment of the person he's going up against on the mic or setting up the match that he's supposed to set up. I think he just wants to tell his backstory constantly and use that as the draw, or then he'll try to improv and just say, you know, like, look at the fire's hot, Mox, get the shoes. Like, it's just like, what are you talking about? Focus.
Oh man.
Yeah, but that's what I was say. Just like, yeah, don't always go out there with not just a script, but something that you honestly just I got to get this point across, even though the promo should probably end. I still need to say this.
Yeah. Shout out to Eddie Kingston, former fellow New Yorker, man. Represent. We differ. We have different opinions, but let us know what you think about that. I'm gonna hit the comments real quick. Ryan Armstrong in the chat: if Kyle leaves WWE, will Bobby Fish leave and join Kyle too? Ryan Armstrong, I hate to break it to you, but Bobby Fish got fired. So if Kyle does leave, I would love for a reunion. Red Dragon could wrestle anybody at this point and be top of the tier. So I'm all for it. What do you guys think?
100%.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Zemo also agrees he would love to see a Red Dragon reunion. And replying to Zach, he thinks Eddie's a legend. He just thinks the issue is AEW.
It might be. I did see some stuff from him. I remember we talked about this when he got signed to AEW. He did have some stuff that I really liked outside of AEW. So maybe it is. Maybe he's too comfy. I don't know.
I was going to say, do you think too much freedom might affect, like, if they mess up, it's on them, but that's the AEW environment to go out there and do your thing. Like, we saw Miro stumble a little bit. Now he's found himself. I think Miro's amazing. He's really found himself. So do you think having that freedom, and then do you think he still needs to find himself, or you think this is just who he is, or like change the gimmick, or what's gonna do it for you, for Eddie here?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't want to think about him too much. But, it's just, even I think about him, I'm getting a headache from how loud it is.
Oh man, Eddie and Vicky in a room.
Oh boy.
Yeah. That's our promo school this week. Zach's been delivering promo school for 71 episodes. Really killing it, giving us some tips to improve. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. We still got some time here. We've got a few more minutes before we end off. If you guys have any questions for us, throw it in there. If you guys want a quick little story time, impressions from Zach, we got a lot of that stuff. But we're going to wrap up soon before NXT TakeOver. Eric, what do you got on the channel that's going this week?
Let's see. We've got a tier list going up of what was it that we did. It wasn't AEW factions. It was...
releases.
Yes. Yeah, it was releases. Where we rank most of the people who've been released in 2021, and we decide where they should go, what they'll do. Great video. Might have another Tales of the Ring discussing Edge's match against Mick Foley at WrestleMania, because Edge is such a storyteller.
Yep.
But that's it from me for this week.
Yeah. Actually, do you want to go into a little more? That little series you've been starting? You started that series?
Oh, yeah. So, basically, if you guys, I don't know if you see on Twitter or Instagram, sometimes people will put some visuals to the stories wrestlers will tell about their matches. Check out the first one I did about Chris Jericho versus Moxley or Dean Ambrose in the Ambrose Asylum.
Yeah.
God, that fucking video was hard to get on YouTube, but I like it. It's fun. So, check it out.
It's a great video, and Eric, and anyone else out there who knows about editing, especially putting stuff up on YouTube, that you can tell all the work Eric put in there. So please give it a watch.
Yeah.
It is really, really entertaining, and I really enjoyed it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh man, Zach, what's going on with you, man? How you feeling this week?
I don't know, man. Work is. We'll see if I can pull something off. Work is kind of effing me over, so I'm gonna be a busy boy. But maybe I'll try to get something.
Man.
Maybe try to do a pop talk or something. We'll see.
Okay.
Let me get this out there. If there's anything, movies, TVs, comics, or anything like that you want to discuss with us, or you want us to discuss on a pop talk, let me know. I love getting into new shit, so let me know.
Yeah, definitely sitting in for Zach, man. He's the one who really covers the pop culture stuff for us. He has a plethora of knowledge of a whole bunch of stuff, especially comics, man. If you want to talk comics,
about nothing.
Talk to this guy. He's literally got an encyclopedia, and so much stuff to talk about there. So definitely hit up pop culture, pop talk with Zach every month. It's coming up to that time actually. For me, I'm practicing WWE moves. So the first one I put up was the 630 splash. I'm doing Ricochet's move. That's on the channel right now. I want to get more champions videos out there. If you guys need any more recommendations, let me know. The last one I did, I'm kind of thinking of doing a CM Punk one. I'm kind of thinking of doing a Sasha Banks one. I might explore some others. But the last one I did was Gail Camp, so check that one out. We're doing big things on the channel, trying to get up to 600 subs. That's our journey right now. Thanks for everyone who's been supporting. Zemo in the chat real quick. Will Triple H leave WWE and form his own promotion? Ooh.
I mean, it would be so fucking awkward for Stephanie and Vince to be like, "Now we gotta crush you, pal."
I say he goes to another promotion. Either way, I honestly right now I still think the holidays are gonna be weird between them because Vince, father-in-law took away your shit that he gave you. Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he should make it even weirder and go be All Elite.
That would be awesome.
Oh man, I can tell like there's a part of him that kind of wants to. It's just the position he's in, but the family. He can't do that. There's no way
he should do that. You want to know the best moment you could ever have in All Elite Wrestling? You have Cody in the ring celebrating a big win, and then out from under the ring, from behind, Triple H shows up and throws half of the throne that Cody destroyed right at his back. Oh, and that's how you set up Triple H in AEW.
That'd be funny. I just can't see it, man.
Do you think? Because I mean, NXT and AEW are such different shows. Do you think Triple H would fit backstage in AEW? Like
I think he would. Like from what we saw from NXT, he has such a great mind for the business, and he does care about the actual wrestlers as we see. It just, I don't think he'll ever do that.
Yeah. Right. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
It's NXT time to hop on the cock.
Yeah. NXT's coming on. We got a whole lot of stuff for you. Zemo hit me in the chat. I see that. Daniel Bryanson. That'd be a good one. Bryan Danielson. That'd be a good one. I might consider that one.
Nice.
Try to get it out in next week or so. The progress matches I got to watch for sure. I'll be on that. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll be back next week at episode 72. Let us know what pop culture stuff you want to see from us. Wrestling, all that stuff. Video games. We're here. This is West Coast Pop. Zach, where can they find us?
They can find us closing our eyes, thinking of our fondest NXT moments with a song in the background that goes, "It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday."
And peace out with that. See y'all later.
Later.